Imagine if the loss of just one key element could unsettle your entire existence as you grow older. As time passes and the pace of life eases, the groundwork beneath you begins to shift. It's not merely about your accomplishments or the number of years you've marked. It's about what you've clung to along the way. Today we'll reveal 5 vital supports that anchor your life, giving it purpose, stability, and richness as you enter your later years. These aren't optional bonuses. They're the very foundation of a serene and resilient old age. Let them slip, and you might find yourself adrift in isolation, discontent, or sorrow. Hold them near, though, and your days will be rooted in warmth, companionship, and calm. If you've ever pondered what really counts as the years stack up, stick with us. This journey might reframe aging as a season of profound resilience, insight, and happiness, rather than a fade into shadow. Stay until the end, too, because the 5th support could catch you off guard and transform how you live out your later chapters. Let's dive in. First up, emotional steadiness. There's a subtle strength in someone who remains unshaken even as life swirls chaotically around them. This quality grows increasingly precious with age. It's not just about dodging disputes or keeping cool when things unravel. It's about evolving into someone who doesn't let minor irritations derail their mood, who can take a breath before responding, and who masters the art of releasing what's beyond their grasp. In later years, this skill isn't merely useful, it's restorative. After navigating decades of peaks and valleys, you come to see that inner calm is a rare and priceless gift. Older adults with this trait often experience less friction with loved ones, harbor fewer lingering regrets, and find it easier to savor the moment. Their quiet composure draws others in, not because they're showy, but because their stability radiates a gentle power. Picture Robert, a 76-year-old widower who settled into a senior community recently. Rather than buckling under the weight of transition, he unpacked his vintage jazz albums, kept up his tea ritual, and brought along his wry humor. While others struggled to adapt, Robert quickly became a hub for new bonds, not by chasing popularity, but because his steady nature offered a sense of refuge. That's the magic of this support. It transforms your presence into a source of ease. At its heart, emotional steadiness lets you view life through a broader perspective. You learn that not every slight demands a comeback, not every concern merits your focus, and not every remark needs to sting. This understanding carves out room for delight, closeness, and a seasoned wisdom that only time can forge. As you age, those around you sense it too. Maybe they don't voice it, but they feel the difference. Being near you becomes simpler, softer, more anchoring. That's the first of 5 supports you'd never want to let go. Next, physical autonomy. Growing older doesn't strip away your vigor. It just urges you to guard it more diligently. This second support isn't about racing miles or hoisting massive weights. It's about retaining the ability to tend to yourself, move with assurance, and handle daily tasks without always needing a hand. For countless seniors, this spells the line between liberty and limitation. Whether it's strolling to the fridge unaided or lacing up your shoes, these small acts build into a dignity no one wants to surrender. Preserving this doesn't demand flawlessness, just steady effort. A bit of daily stretching, some gentle strength exercises, or purposeful walks can do more for your muscles, joints, and balance than most pills ever will. The goal isn't to pile on extra years, it's to infuse the years you have with vitality. When movement falters, your world contracts too. Familiar haunts grow distant, friends slip out of reach, and self-reliance fades into a distant echo. Think of Evelyn, 81, still thriving in her cozy cottage. Each morning she sticks to a modest routine, 10 minutes of stretches, a little housework, and a garden stroll. She calls it minor, but that minor keeps her horizons wide. When neighbors need a hand with bags or a runaway pup, they turn to her, not out of sympathy, but because she's dependable. Her mobility hasn't just kept her out of care homes, it's kept her tied to her community and sharp as ever. Science agrees. Studies reveal that seniors moving moderately for just 30 minutes daily dodge depression, heart troubles, and mental fog more effectively. It snowballs. The more you do, the more you can. And the more you can, the more you stay yourself. There's a mental lift, too. When your body answers your call to rise, to whip up dinner, to sway to a tune, you feel in charge. That control, even in tiny doses, fuels a sense of being alive. Physical autonomy whispers that your body, though seasoned, is still yours. After all these years together, treating it like a loyal companion rather than a foe unlocks a long, active road ahead. If these ideas are striking a chord, drop number 2 in the comments to let me know you're with us. And if you're not subscribed, consider hitting that button and the bell. Your encouragement keeps us crafting content to spark and uplift you. Onward to the third support, financial security. There's a calm assurance in knowing your expenses are covered and tomorrow's safe. This pillar doesn't promise joy outright, but it shields you from a heap of avoidable grief. As you age, money worries don't just hit your pocket. They burden your thoughts, your health, and your sense of freedom. You should be tallying moments, not scraping by. Financial security isn't about riches. It's about having enough to live at ease, see a doctor when needed, and relish small joys without dread. Too many older folks shy from money talk, raised in eras where it felt rude or forbidden. Silence doesn't erase the strain, though. It just piles it on solo. Meet Harold, 77, living off a humble retirement stash. He's no millionaire, but he's savvy, checking in yearly with an advisor, keeping a tight budget, and stashing an emergency buffer. When his car broke down last winter, he didn't flinch. He fixed it. That small win reminded him he's not prey to life's curveballs. That's security, not flashy, just solid. Data backs it up. Seniors with steady income, be it pensions, Social Security, or small savings, feel better, fret less, and steer their lives more firmly. Money stress, though, spikes blood pressure, steals sleep, and clouds the mind. It's a full-body ache. With this support firm, you can share freely, gifting a grandkid, supporting a cause, or indulging a little, guilt-free. That freedom empowers you, saying, I'm older, but I still call the shots. The real charm here isn't in wealth, it's in wielding what you've got wisely. Simplicity, paired with know-how, holds as much might as plenty. There's honor in thriving within your limits, because it's not just about getting by. It's about flourishing without debt, disgrace, or fear. Now, the fourth support, emotional resilience. There's a deep, understated force in someone who's weathered storms, yet still finds a reason to grin. This pillar shines in later years, an inner steel you feel in your bones, letting you stand firm when life twists, bear losses with poise, and keep your essence intact amid change. It's not instant. It's honed through years of trials, and in old age, it guards against loneliness, bitterness, and gloom. Aging brings farewells. Friends fade, health shifts, routines break, and family roles tilt. Without this resilience, it's tempting to sour or shrink, feeling overlooked or irrelevant. But those who nurture it reshape hardship. They don't fake perfection. They find meaning in the mess. Take Helen, 84, a widow after 56 years of marriage. Post-funeral, folks figured she'd crumble. But Helen had a rare gift, emotional depth. She wept when it hit, spoke when she wanted, and sat quiet when words failed. Then she walked more, joined a book club, and helped out at the hospital her husband knew. Grief's true, she said, but life is too. I'm in it. This strength isn't about bottling up. It's about feeling it all, from pain to glee, without letting one shade paint you whole. Resilient seniors sleep sounder, bond better, even fight off illness more. Their minds stay keen, trained to pause, ponder, and reply, not just lash out. It's also about limits, saying no when drained, stepping back from takers, and claiming peace without apology. You become your own haven. That's not aloofness, it's insight. These folks comfort effortlessly, no fuss, no judgment, just presence. If this resonates, comment number 4 below to say you're here. Not subscribed? Hit that button and bell. Your support fuels more of this for you. Finally, the 5th support, financial peace. There's a rare calm when you're free from fretting over doctor bills, meds, or the electric hum. This isn't about wealth, it's about certainty, knowing your basics won't unravel into worry with every mail drop. It's a mighty pillar as years mount. Youth might shrug off money woes, but in old age they hit harder, sapping health, curbing freedom, straining ties. Without it, shame or reliance can creep in, dimming your light. With it, though, you stand prouder, rest easier, carry a quiet pride. Look at Frank, 78, a retired mail carrier. No big paychecks, but smart moves. Simple spending, a paid-off house, no chasing fluff. Now on a pension and slim savings, he's unworried. Visiting grandkids, giving to church, grabbing a coat for winter. His ease is in cash. It's foresight, owning his path. This piece buys something rare. Choice. Enough lets you refuse shoddy care, dodge burdensome help, pick what fits, not what's forced. That power's gold in later years. Didn't save big? Small shifts, cutting back, budgeting, tapping local aid, can still lighten the load. Wisdom's in the enough, not more. With it, days lift, futures brighten, and simple treats. Coffee out, new shoes, market trips, turn from dreams to rights. Autonomy's the real joy here. Closing thoughts. Old age isn't a fade, it's a unveiling, showing what truly props you up when the rest falls away. These 5 supports quietly decide if your later years brim with vigor or wilt in woe. Health to move free, bonds to feed your soul, purpose to light your mornings, belonging to root you, and financial calm to let you exhale. They're not extras, they're core. You don't need perfection now, but if one wobbles, you can shore it up, whatever your years. Tend your body, reach out, find a spark, learn anew. You don't just add time, you enrich it. These pillars teach that what matters costs little, but needs daily care. You deserve dignity, connection, days on your terms, not by luck, but choice. If you've stayed this far, that says you still chase growth, still care, still live with purpose. Thanks for being here. Share below, one takeaway, one plan. Your words matter to us, spurring us on. Love this? Like, subscribe, share. It keeps us going for you. See you next time.